Hey, good morning, YouTubers. This is Mario Cosby coming at you with a update to a build of an old build, which is the '69 Camaro SS. Um, First off, I want to get back to NNL East. I know I said I was going to take some videos of it, and I went down there with the purpose and intent of doing that, but my SD card took a dump on me. First, the battery took a dump. Luckily, I had another one. Then the SD card. But anyway, there's a gentleman on the internet. I forgot his name or what he goes by. I'm going to look it up now. I think his name is Lazy Eye Modeler. He did a fantastic job of covering the NNL East, even to the fact that he gave a scope of it, meaning stood up on one of the bleachers and just took a look around to give everyone a scope of how big this is. This year there wasn't a lot of models. Everybody was saying that, but anyway, it did turn out pretty good. I got last year I got two of my models in Scale Modeler. This year I also got two models in Scale Modeler. They took pictures of them. But back to this gentleman, the Lazy Eyed Modeler. He did a fantastic job, and he has a 12-part series in the making of this event. So I will encourage everybody to go check his website out and go check out NNL East. If you can't find them, or the other thing you do is just type in 2014 NNL East, and you see a bunch of stuff come up. And he has this, again, it's a series that starts with one. The last one I seen was 12. My models are grouped in, I think, either series 11 towards the end of the video. That's a lot of my stuff is on there. But anyway, what you're looking at here is an old model that I decided to take back apart because I didn't like the stance. If you go back and look at my 69 Camaro, my 112 69 Camaro SS, you'll notice that the back tires, the wheel well came down to about the top of the back rim. And I really wasn't happy with it. I was looking at it, and I kept looking at it, and I'm saying, I'm really not happy, and I'm really not feeling that. At the time when I built it, the paint job on it, it's a great paint job, but again, I wasn't feeling the paint job anymore. My wife loved it because I guess, well, it's a fact, purple's one of her favorite colors, and my son, he liked it also. But as time wore on, I kept looking at it. I'm saying, I'm not too happy with it. So I decided to take it all apart. I picked up another 69 SS off the internet, which was already built, and I decided to use that as my platform and not the old kit or model. I did take it all apart. I don't know why, but I did. Come to think of it, I didn't have to do that. But yeah, I did have to do it because I needed the rear and the tires out of it. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys was what I did with the other model. Let me get it. Give me 1 second. Forgive me for all the jumping around here. Let me get it here. All right. On the old model, that's what I did. I cut the back half off and channeled it and made my tubs and frame for it. Then I used the leaf spring system that came with the kit. But what I didn't do initially, I think this was my second kit that I ever tubbed, I didn't bring the frame down further. See this channel right here, this section right here, I should have came down further with it in order to get the wheels lower in the body. Well, you live and learn. So That's what happened. Now, what I did with the new one was basically I didn't cut the back end off. I'll show you what I did. I have another kit. I have the Flus 69. That's same kit, but I'm doing something totally different with this. This one I think I'm gonna leave stock, and I got some special wheels and things coming for it. But anyway, if you can see, as you can see, you know, the frame and the tubs there, or the wheel wells, I cut everything out of this kit here, of this body here, that was pertaining to this build, and trying to get the wheels lower in the body. And what I did was I didn't build a full, as you can see, a full tub on it. I just used quarter tubs. You know, there's some models out there, I'm pretty sure you guys ran them, where they only had quarter tubs or wheel wells. And what I did was cut the center section out, and I did it, I started on one side first, cut it out the center section, cut it out everything pertaining to this wheel well, so that I can get the wheel well, so I can get the frame and back section narrower in here so the wheels can fit in. Then what I did was I went to the hobby store and bought some styrene channel here. It's just you know, some channel, and inlaid them. Cut this out, inlaid them, then, you know, just added styrene to the sides and cleaned it up, and sort of like the back. Also, what I did, if you look at the tank, see how square that tank is? You notice what I did with mine, because of the tires, I cut them on a sort of like a 45-degree angle, and filled them in, and as you can see, it filled in real nice. You know, turned out real well. I'm very happy with it. Now what I'm going to do is show you how it looks in the body with the rear end and the tubs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around here, and give me a few seconds while I do that, and show you how this thing's going to look. This is basically, I'm almost, as far as cutting and adding and trimming, that's all done. I just got to now fit the rear end into this chassis. I have the tub in, the interior tub, and so everything's mocked up that way. So here's how it looks with the rear end. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. What I'm going to do is I built these links up. I made these links, and these links are going to fit in here. If one will stay like that, they'll go inside that channel when I'm done. I'll have them glued in. Then, out of one of my 112 Formula 1 models, as a donor, it was kind enough to donate these coilover shocks. That what I'm going to do here is take this channel, the square stock, hollow, and I'm going to drill a hole in the center of it, and then the same size as the rear end axles, and then just slide it on there, and I'm going to cut out the center section of it and make a channel like this one, so that the back end of the link will fit inside that channel, and it's the right size. It fits in there perfectly. Then what I'll do as far as the mounting of the shock, this top part, one thing I love about Tamiya's product, As you can see, it's got almost a hole there. That's designed to snap into one of the control arms on one of the Formula cars. But what I'm going to do is get some brass screws and run a brass screw in there to stimulate a stud coming off of this channel or bracket, because when I get done, that's how it's going to look. It's going to look like a bracket that's welded onto the rear end. So there you have it, YouTubers. Also, I'm going to put the 427 big block. I picked up also a used semi-built 67 Corvette, and that Corvette came with a 427 in it with a blower. Well, it had several induction systems that you can use: tunnel ram, cross ram, single carburetor, or blower. I'm using the blower. I opted for the blower on this, and I think it's going to look pretty great. Now, what I'm going to do is flip this and let everybody take a look at it and see what you think of it, and the stance of it. Now, that's going to be the stance. And there you go. That's how it's going to look. And I think it's going to turn out really nice once I'm done with it. There's your back end of it. Put a little light down there. There. That's how the back end's going to look on it. But that's really the stance I should have been looking for in the beginning. But I didn't know how to do that back then. And there's nothing out there on the market like for 1/24 scale that you can buy tubbing kits. You can buy 4-link systems and the brackets to mount the 4 links and all that. On 1/24 scale, that's awesome. And 1/16 scale, they're starting to sell that stuff now. But for 1/12, there's nothing out there. Everything's scratch built. The color of it is Hugger Orange. That's the color I'm going for. It's going to be Hugger Orange. The clear on it, I'm using 2 clears. The first clear is going to be Tamiya's Pearl Clear. The reason I like the Pearl Clear is because their pearl, I don't know if you can see it in here or not, but their pearl has glitter in it, silver glitter, and I guess that's what produces the pearl sheen. But I love it. I mean, it just looks great. Then I'm gonna put the my acrylic lacquer clear on top of that. This is already done. This was my test sheet. I wanted to see how it would turn out. You know, of course, there's dirt and specks and all this other nonsense in it, but again, just a test sheet. So that's where I'm at, and then I'm gonna use in the Flus kit. It came with black SS stripes down the hood and the back end, and that's what I'm going to use. The interior is going to be white with a houndstooth interior cloth insert on the seats. You know, there's a part there that you can put, you know, some sort of you can paint it, or, you know, put a decal there or whatever. But that's what I'm using. I'm just waiting for the decals to come in from Scale Motorsports. So there you have it, YouTubers. I will keep you posted on the progress. So far, so good. Now I got to work on the mounting the rear to the chassis, and I'm gonna paint the chassis the same color as the body, with a dull coat on it, of course. And I'm probably gonna black out the frame part of it and the front wheel and the front fender wells. So we'll see. Hoping everybody's digging it, and if you have any comments or any suggestions, please, I mean, by all means, leave them. write them out, just leave them on there, and I'll take them in consideration. I'll look at them, um, and it should be a great build. And I got plenty of time to do this. I'm in no rush. Um, for those that are familiar with, I think it's Utah, they have the Masters out there. I'm building a Formula One, the McLaren MP46 Honda, for that. And I'm probably going to take a few of my models to that, God willing, event next year in 2015. So hopefully I may walk away with something. I'm hoping I will in one of the classes. We'll see. But there, you have to bring your A game with you. From what I understand, there was a gentleman that was there who won Best in Show. He was there at NNL East. He built, scratch built, a sprint car, a sprint or a midget, something like that. All metal. Took him 11 years from what I understand. But anyway, he walked away with Best in Show 2013. I think that's what it was. But he was there at NNL East, and I had him come over, and he was impressed. He said it was, that show out there in Utah is just like any other show from what he told me. He said they just judge it. It's not people's choice. There's judges. I think it's a 3-day event. Come Friday, you set your stuff up, and during those 3 days, at night, I guess, when when everybody is left, the judges come in and they, pick the models up, look through them, and judge them and rate them. So I'm looking forward to that, and I got plenty of time. But this McLaren MP4-6 Honda Formula One car is going to be off the hook, and I'll keep you guys posted on that when I start that. I probably won't start that until September or October, God willing. So in the meantime, to all my subscribers, I just picked up a few of them within the last 2 weeks. I thank you guys and all my subscribers for subscribing. To all my well-wishers and all those that come by and visit my web pages, thank you. And again, any comments you can leave me on this build, I'd appreciate it. And everybody have a blessed day and a blessed week. Take care. Mario out.